global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Apparently from the feelers we're getting, we will be seeing the last days of Damagum in PDP, as it looks like top guns are really big wins are actually working at the background. Let's give you updates on what is going on across the states and in the national about the status of Damagum and what some of the lawmakers are saying concerning this matter. There's an emergency meeting that is set to hold come Wednesday. Before we go into the newspaper, kindly subscribe to our channel. Now, in spite of the moves by leaders of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, to save the party from implosion following the suspension war engaged in by members of the party's National Working Committee, there appears to be no respite yet for the leading opposition party. Now, feelers from across the state indicate that some influential members of the party are still hell-bent on removing Damagum as acting national chairman. Now, a founding member of the party who spoke on a condition of anonymity said that stakeholders in the North Central can no longer tolerate a situation whereby some cabals within the party have decided to shut out the geopolitical zone for their selfish reasons without recourse to the constitution of the party in relation to zoning. Now, according to him, the general consensus among PDP members of both the Green and the Red chambers is that the national chairman seat must be retrieved from Damagum and returned to North Central. At the moment, we have only one governor from the North Central, which is Governor Caleb Mufwag of Plateau State. Other stalwarts of the party are being initiated on the development and the reason why the national chairmanship of the party should be returned to the North Central. All political actors in the zone are on the same page on this issue, he said. Now, earlier, another founding member of the party in the zone, who is also a one-time speaker of the Plateau State House of Assembly, Honorable Mwasat, had tasked the elders and all leaders of the party in the zone to rise up to the occasion. He expressed optimism that there will be a solution to the impasse when next the party convenes for its next meeting, adding that Damagum must go to pave the way for anyone from the North Central to emerge. Now, definitely there will be a solution because we have gone through this for a very long time, and I'm very optimistic that we shall come out of this very stronger. Damagum had no business holding on to the seat of the national chairmanship of the party. If Ambassador Damagum actually loved the party and hold his interests at heart, he was supposed to have resigned a long time ago. Now, the position of the party is very clear on this. It was zoned to the north and further micro-zoned to the North Central. It is extremely wrong for the zone where Damagum comes from to continue to hold on to the both position of the national chairman and the deputy at the same time. So Damagum should go since the position belongs to the North Central. I'm surprised that our leaders in the North Central are not keen and willing to take what actually belongs to us. The time to rise up is now. Our leaders must rise up. They should reclaim what rightfully belongs to us. He has been suspended, so he cannot preside over the next NEC meeting. He consistently refused to allow NEC to hold. The fact that he visited Governor Bala Mohammed does not amount to him getting support from the governors, he said. Now, also supporting the sacking of Damagum, a cross-section of the members of the PDP applauded the resolution of the NWC, that's National Working Committee, which led to the suspension of Damagum and his allies from the party. Now, the lawmakers, including National Assembly members who spoke under the condition of anonymity, expressed grave concerns over plots by the All Progressive Congress APC under President Bola Tinubu to turn Nigeria into a one-party state. And the PDP faithful, who expressed excitement over the development, described the appointment of Alhaji Yayari Ahmed Mohammed as the acting national chairman of the party. While acknowledging that some PDP governors play a major role in dividing the party, they, however, expressed optimism that PDP will bounce back to victory with the new development. Our worry has been the grand attempt to turn Nigeria into a one-party state by whatever means they have adopted. We are more worried that some of the governors who joined forces to perpetuate evil mechanization against our party failed to back down in their fruitless journey. But as you can see, we laugh last because their plans eventually failed. Excuse me. Now, we are most grateful to God and our party leaders for taking this decisive decision in the best interest of Nigerian Nigerians who have been yearning for restoration of PDP, and we are glad to achieve or arrive at this safe course, one of the PDP lawmakers said. Now, Gochinyere, speaking in the same vein, spokesman of the Opposition Lawmakers Coalition, that's Honorable Ikenga Imo Gochinyere, has clarified there is no court order that stopped the PDP NWC, that's National Working Committee of PDP, from Damagum and lauded the action of the NWC. Now, in a statement made available to newsmen in Abuja, Ugochinyere insisted that there was no federal or state high court order in force before the long overdue removal of Damagum as PDP national chairman was done. And according to him, recall that following suspension of Ilia Damagum as the acting national chairman of our party and others, the People's Democratic Party, PDP, the National Working Committee, NWC, approved the appointment of Alhaji Yayari Ahmed Mohammed, President National Treasurer of PDP, as the acting national chairman. But Justice Peter Lifo of the Federal High Court in Abuja on Friday restrained National Executive Committee, that's NEC, and Board of Trustees, BOT, of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, from removing Umar Damagum as the acting national chairman of the party. He contended that the court order was not binding on PDP as Damagum had already been suspended before the court gave the order. Now, according to him, Justice Lifo's order in favor of pro-Wike PDP faction came after Damagum had been suspended. He said, insisting that Alhaji Yayari remains the acting chairman while the party awaits the next meeting. Amidst the power tussle within the PDP, which has polarized its NWC into factions, its lawmakers in both chambers of National Assembly are set to meet on Wednesday in a move to seek genuine reconciliation. Senate Minority Leader and Chairman of the National Assembly caucus of the main opposition party, Senator Abba Moro, dropped the hints at the weekend. As speaking in an interview, Senator Moro said that the meeting has been scheduled for Wednesday to ensure large presence of members, some of whom he noted are outside the country on a parliamentary engagement. He said, and I quote him word for word, "I have discussions with counterparts in the House of Representatives, and we have actually fixed a meeting for Wednesday because most of my colleagues are in Swaziland now. We support the moves by the Board of Trustees and the Governors Forum. We are for stability and of the party, of course. We believe that we should maintain the status quo for now." The Senate Minority Leader, who attributed the impasse to the fallout of the last general election, expressed the hope that lasting peace will be achieved given genuine concerted effort by the members. He said, and I quote him, "The crisis in PDP is a fallout of the 2023 general elections and the anger from the G5 governors that Dr. Ayu should resign, and his removal created instability. I think the crisis is within ourselves." He, however, admitted that certain figures outside the erstwhile ruling party are also instigating the crisis. As a major opposition party, we think there are some individuals outside the party who will want the crisis to continue, he said. Meanwhile, a one-time zonal chairman of the Northwestern Zone of the PDP, Dr. Aminu Abdullahi Tora, called on the party's Board of Trustees, BOT, and National Executive members to be more proactive in resolving the lingering leadership crisis bedeviling the party. Now, quite a lot of things are being said. My colleague is in the house. What's your take on this latest drama unfolding, judging the fact that there will be an emergency meeting being held by stakeholders come Wednesday?
The crisis in PDP, I must say, is very strategic. Not just strategic, it's something that they must go beyond sentiment in handling it. You know, the most important thing is the soul of PDP. It's important that all those involved, they must be ready. But that's all those involved in this whole Bwahaha, and Damagum himself must be put on a scale with consideration to their own constitution. And if they are found wanting, they should be kicked out immediately. We are talking about a party that lost its virtue and its leadership position at the national level in 2015. And already these new guys have come on board. They have messed up a great deal. Talking about APC. The first guy who came on board, Buhari, was a total disaster to Nigeria. That one, nobody should think of anything. His leadership he brought Nigeria to the lowest when it comes to all levels, whether it is security, whether it is economic and all of that. this new guy came on board claiming that he had the way without to deliver Nigeria from where Buhari had left us, only for him to dive in more and more. And guess what? This has given PDP a good platform for them to snatch power from them. Because here, you don't even need to politic, too much. Even those who were standing strong for the person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, with what they have seen thus far, they know that this man have nothing to offer. You understand? The only thing he knows best to do is, if you want him to tax the people, and even they pay to the point that they can even pay everything in their intestine, that's what he knows best to do. But to talk of sitting back to engage in production that will bring about money in an ideal economic way, he doesn't have that way without. So for now, I feel that they have an advantage. So whoever that would thwart that opportunity, kick him out immediately and deal with the necessary people. We feel that possibly some key guys like Wike may pull some string and all of that. It's a big lie, because right now Nigeria has been choked to a point that all what we are crying for is a deliverer. Anyone who can come in and deliver this country is who we want. And guess what? The next person who is going to be going for that position of president under PDP must be someone who have been tested and proven. And I think at a point like this, even the likes of Peter Obi should be brought in. That was why I was saying, if things are going to happen in this party at a point it gets so messed up and they wouldn't allow the party to feature in the 2027 as it should be, they tear the party apart. Instead of that, leave it for them and come out from it and set up a new structure, where you will be able to bring in the right person and to snatch power from this particular administration. Nigerians will be on the readiness. They will be standby and say, what do you want us to do? As far as the new person can deliver, we are ready to let go of this man. And guess what? The voting may be so serious, I'm telling you, at this point. So the ideal thing should be done and the right person should be brought in. That's just my standpoint on this.
All right, that's going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section. What's your take? If you are in the position of